Hello, welcome back to my world of stuff. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a film which I watched last night being a Monday night, which I received a review copy of. It's what they call a check disc. It doesn't come in the box or packaging, but it's just sent out as the disc for reviewers. This was sent to me courtesy of Starburst magazine, and it's called Orphan First Kill. Now, this came out a few months ago. It's a sequel to a 2009 slasher horror film called Orphan. It's out on Blu-ray this week. I think the 4K. This is the 4K. This comes out next week. And I watched this last night without much anticipation or expectation, really. I sort of remember the first film. It seemed odd to me that there was a sequel, or in fact this is a prequel, 13 years later. But that works to its benefit, in fact. I thoroughly enjoyed this film. It's the first thing I want to say. I always like to get that out of the way first of all. And I wasn't expecting to. As I said, I just thought it was going to be a fairly routine slasher. I didn't think it was going to hold my attention particularly. But this was really a really good, unusual film. The story, if you remember the original film, it stars Isabel Fuhrman, who plays Lena. In the first film, she was known as Esther. She was a young woman who's 30, but her body, because of a certain medical condition, means she doesn't grow. She doesn't look any older. She looks about 10, and that's the USP of the film, what it's all predicated upon. In the original film, she gets adopted by a family and proceeds to destroy them, basically. The twist in that film is it revealed that she is not a child, she's a woman. And this film takes us back to before the events of that film and explains how she actually became Esther. Obviously, this film doesn't have that twist of, the reveal of who Esther really is. It's got a much better twist than that, however. It starts off in a sort of a mental asylum, if you like, in Estonia called the San Institute, where a new therapist has arrived to try and make some headway with the disturbed inmates. That doesn't happen because our core character, Lena, effects a very daring escape from the Institute, and eventually, by a deception, makes her way to America. What she's done, she has gone onto the internet at the home of one of her victims, I shall say no more, and looked for a missing girl who has a passing resemblance to her. She then adopts that girl's name, so when she's found by the police, she says, "My name is Esther, I'm from America." She's then reunited with her family, the very wealthy Albright family. The mother is Tricia, played by the very good Julia Stiles. And the father, Alan, played by Rusif Sutherland, who I must admit I've not come across before. And Esther's young brother, Gunnar, played by Matthew Finlan. She's reunited with the family, but there's something not quite right. Something not quite right about the whole setup. And I have to be very careful what I say because I don't want to blow the major surprise of the film. But you're sort of set up to thinking, oh, well, this is going to be another rehash of the first film where she ingratiates herself into the family and then slowly destroys them. But that's turned on its head slightly after about 40 minutes in a surprise sequence that made me go, wow, didn't see that coming. And that takes the film off in a completely different direction. And I'm not going to say any more about the story or the plot or that twist because I think that's something you need to go in blind without knowing. But I had a great time with this film. I really didn't expect to. It was gripping. I mean, it is utterly preposterous and utterly absurd. I think if you look too deeply at the plot of a film like this, it becomes a bit, not sure about that. But the performances are very arch, very over the top. But it's got a style to it. It's considering I watched it on 4K, it's not a film which necessarily plays to the strengths of 4K because it's quite a sepia sort of film. It's not a big colourful film. It's quite muted in its colour palette, and I think that works to its advantage in getting across what it's trying to do. It's in terms of gore, it's not hugely gory. There are some inventive death sequences, but it's not out to shock and horrifying that way. There's nothing here that made me go ouch or ooh. But there's some violence and some blood and gore, so if you don't like that sort of stuff, you won't watch this sort of film anyway. But I was captivated by this. I thought, I put it on quite late last night, about 10:30. And the time flew by. It's not a long film, 98 minutes, I think, including the credits. But it really rattles along. It doesn't pause for breath. once this reveal, as I say, which comes about 40 minutes in, it just spins the film off into a completely different direction, which completely wrong-footed me. Excuse me. And I had a great time with it. Isabel Fuhrman is superb as this character. What's good about the film? We have a visitor, as you can see. What's good about the film is that there's no CGI or image manipulation used to create the look of Isabel as Esther, because when she made the original film, she was 10. Now she's 23, but she's still playing the same part in the same way. And it's all done by like forced perspectives and use of body doubles and things. It's very, very well done. You never see the join, as they say. It's a great performance by her. Terrific performance from Julia Stiles. I mean, you'll have seen her in things like The Bourne Identity. I think there's that series called Riviera on Sky. She was particularly good as a character called Lumen in who was almost a match for Dexter in one of the later seasons of Dexter. Rosie. But all in all, I can thoroughly recommend this film. If you like a horror film, it isn't too horrific, but it's quite edgy. It sort of, if you're of a mind, you'll be on the edge of your seat. But it really is very gripping, very well done. It is totally absurd. When it's over, you think, well, that was just batshit crazy in a way, because it was. It's a certain level of almost gothic, not gothic violence, but a gothic tone to it, and these sort of huge performances and this extreme malevolence of it, if you like. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a really good time with it, and I'm going to give it, because of that, a surprising 8. I know it's 10, but 8 out of 10. I had a great time with it. As I say, it's out on Blu-ray now. Don't think it's hugely expensive as a Blu-ray. If you're looking for special features, all you're going to get here is literally a 2-minute making of featurette, which is one of those electronic press kit things, which is all, oh, it was wonderful to come back and do another film. So disappointing in terms of behind the scenes stuff. There's no commentaries and nothing else. So it's not particularly good value, but the Blu-ray's not hugely expensive. And as I say, it's out on 4K next Monday. But I don't think it's one that you need to get in 4K, because I think it looks fine on any format, really. So that's Orphan First Kill, which is out now, which I thoroughly enjoyed, much to my surprise. Right, thank you for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed it, why not like it? That would be cool. You leave a comment too, that would be even cooler. And you could subscribe, the coolest thing of all. You can also share it with other people. Tell them that I'm here. Right, I'm out of here. See you soon until I do. Well, yeah, keep taking this stuff. Bye-bye now.